answers.
Your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Good afternoon, City of Lagos. My name is Tunji Andrews, and you're welcome to FinTech today. And basically, we're going to be looking into the world of financial technology. It is my new home, the FinTech world, and so basically, I think it's probably one of the reasons why I've been honored to be able to do this. And very much in this show, we're going to be talking with someone who has in-depth knowledge about the financial services industry and basically things happening within that particular space. And we're going to be talking about, as Sandra said earlier, we're going to be talking about Farmcrowdy. We're going to be talking about Momo in Ghana. We're going to be talking about quite a few things happening in the world of financial technology. And you know, it is brought to you by Streamline Media. You can follow us on all social media platforms. It's on Instagram at Streamline Media NG, on Twitter at Streamline_NG, on Facebook it's just Streamline Media, and of course you know that it is sponsored by the bank. So basically we're going to go into the conversation right now. I have with us on Skype Fisayo Durojaye. Fisayo is will I say old friends? Hi Fisayo, how you doing, man?
Hi, I'm very good.
I've not seen you in like I don't know, maybe like 5 years or something like that. How you been?
Yeah,
You've grown a beard.
I'm very good.
All right, Fisayo. Let's start with the conversation. Farmcrowdy, especially now, after a couple of months, where a couple of weeks where a few agri-tech businesses ran into hot water. Farmcrowdy was not one of them, by the way. The story is coming out that Farmcrowdy is, taking steps into the finance area. So the agri-tech startup will be expanding into the finance space, more specifically insurance and structured finance. There's a group I'm on, and people were, asking the question: Is Farmcrowdy? Do they get an insurance license? Are they partnering? What exactly is happening? Fisaya, could you help us understand what Farmcrowdy is? What's this play that they're doing?
Yes. Okay. So I think for most crowdfunding type plays, that are leveraging financing from the public to support primary agriculture or smallholder farmers across Nigeria. One key question that they've always asked themselves, or consumers have always asked, is around insurance. How secure is the sponsors' funds? How secure is the investors' funds, right? And of course, a lot of times, some of these agri crowdfunding platforms have sometimes misled their investors around what the insurance really actually covered, right? So the question for Farmcrowdy is that how do we continue to be able to support our farmers on one hand, and of course to be able to support our investors to ensure that their funds are to a large extent secure. So I think that's why they're taking this question of insurance a lot more seriously.
Fisaya, we've been seeing all our fintech businesses evolve. They start as wallets, then tomorrow they go into this, and then they go into that. Do you think that Farmcrowdy could obtain a banking license in the future?
I mean, I would not say that's banking, but I think that every startup will evolve to be a fintech somehow. Take, for example, even the trucking people, they're already financing trucks.
Yeah, true.
People, they're already financing bikes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fintech is going to be embedded. Fintech is going to be embedded into every form of startups that you might probably see eventually. So for me, I think that's the similar way that Farmcrowdy is going after doing crowdfunding money to ensure that yes, they're able to sponsor farms. Now they're saying, okay, let me take it a step further to be able to ensure both the crops of my farmers and of course the funds that I've collected from
people.
So
yeah,
it's a typical next step for most businesses like that.
Solid. City of Lagos, please, you can follow the show. You can send in questions for Fisayo. You can go to Twitter. If you're on Twitter, at Streamline_NG. on Instagram, you could see the post write-up of this particular episode of the show. You can see the at Streamline NG, and then of course Facebook. Just go there, Streamline Media. Basically, get in touch with us so that Fisaya can answer your questions. We don't have too much time. Fisaya, Binance is testing Momo in Ghana, and basically it's one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchanges, and is currently testing Ghana CDs deposits on its platform using Momo. Of course, sorry if you do not know what Momo is. It's mobile money.
Mobile money.
Yeah. So basically, they're testing it using Momo. Could we see the same form of adoption in Nigeria anytime soon? Especially because we have some few players in the Momo space.
Yes. I mean, I'm not sure why Binance is testing the strategy
in Ghana
using mobile money
in
Ghana, right? I think that what that does is that it brings crypto to the last mile, because people that use mobile money more often
are the last mile users. Yeah, true.
Exactly. For some, what's it called? Widening the financial net, right? So using mobile money as a means for taking deposits on a cryptocurrency exchange tells me something that yes, they're trying to make cryptocurrency more widely accepted, even within the informal space, and that could count for something. In Nigeria, for instance, people are able to buy Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency using their cards currently. There are many players already that are within the space that are using apps and all of that. But going to the bottom of the pyramid tells me something about what Binance is trying to get to play. I mean, all I could say is wish them good luck, because even people that seem to be enlightened seem to struggle with the concept of cryptocurrency.
I was going to ask that question, because how do you think they're doing the financial literacy aspect? Because I mean, if you're going to the last mile, and the last mile needs a lot of education, you're telling them, this is how it is, your money is safe. You have to explain a whole lot of things. So if you're now bringing cryptocurrencies and you're telling them it's money that is digital, you can't hold it, it's in the air. They're like, So I'm trying to understand it. If you're going to the last mile, I'm thinking you're going in Nigeria and you're going to some of the rural areas in Lagos or maybe Ibadan or something like that, and you're saying, come and buy cryptocurrencies, and people will be looking at you a bit funny. It's weird.
I mean, some people that will not take bank transfers, some people that will not take POS payments, you're telling them they will take cryptocurrency and then start using mobile money to transact cryptocurrency. I mean, hey,
well,
I don't know what they've seen. I mean, in Kenya, for instance, mobile money is
king.
Almost everybody has mobile money. Right. So, but in Ghana, I'm not sure how the financial landscape is, how prevalent mobile money is. In Kenya, even their president uses mobile money. Right? Everybody uses M-Pesa. Everybody does that, right? So, but I'm not sure how the landscape is in Ghana. But of course, I know in Nigeria it's going to be a lot more difficult, because not many people interact with mobile money agents, at least in the upper middle class set of people. But I'm sure they've seen something. I'm sure they figure a strategy, right? And then they'll be able to manage that properly.
Absolutely. Do not forget, I'm still saying, please do send your questions to us via the three main platforms that you can send your questions to us via the show. And it's not just during the show, because you can keep the conversation going through the entire week, because the handles are always active. You can go to Instagram, Streamline Media NG on Instagram. On Twitter is at Streamline_NG, and of course Facebook is just Streamline Media. Let's talk about Rails Bank, and they've raised $37 million in fresh funding. It's a London-based fintech. It's raised $37 million. The lead investors of the round were Middle Game Ventures and Ventura Capital. Proceeds will be used to launch credit cards in the US as well as expand to the Asia Pacific region. Now, when you come back to Nigeria, I mean, $37 million. If I think all of us in the ecosystem can do well with $37 million.
That's like 5 VC funds.
I'm telling you. But should we expect more digital banks in Nigeria? And more importantly, because it's always one thing to say, do we need more digital banks?
I mean, I think, okay, so do we need more digital banks or do we need digital banking first? I think that is a no-brainer.
We need
Or
it.
should we need more digital banks? Yeah, I think we need more of that. I think that if the current incumbents are meeting the needs of their customers, there's no need in disrupting that space. And we've seen from Twitter, activism and complaints that have been brought to Twitter, and we've seen that yes, a vast majority of them might be failing in their responsibilities to their customers, right? So if you think that we can leverage technology to scale that part, especially customer service and building products that are digitally native to people that are using them, yeah, of course, that's welcome. But of course, we have to understand that it's banking, they have fiduciary responsibility. It's not just about tech; it's also about banking, right? And I think that's what founders need to learn about that space.
But more money is coming into so nobody can complain about it, right? We're excited to see more money coming.
Of course, we're excited to see more money. The more money, I mean, the more the merrier, I guess, right? Even Kuda Bank, raised some money recently, $10 million in Nigeria. We've seen quite a number of people trying to build digital banks for customers, trying to build digital banks for businesses, trying to build digital banks for different verticals, and some are building from ground up, some are partnering with existing banks, right? So those are the kind of models that we'll continue to see. Some are building API infrastructure to connect all of that thing. So it's a large ecosystem, and I think we should start seeing more investments in this space as we go on.
I want to thank Fisaya for coming on the show with us. Fisaya Durojaye is Africa-focused early-stage venture capital investor. He has money. Go and call him. call his number. He has money. Fisaya, thank you for joining us on the show. Do not forget, guys, the show was brought to you by VBank, and it was sponsored by VBank, but brought to you by Streamline Media. Do not forget to follow us on all the social media handles I explained. Till next week, there's so much we'll be talking about in the fintech world. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
We talk. River State Police Command has paraded 21 suspected iPod members accused of burning 3 police stations and killing 3 officers. You talk.